guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Back to Basics. Today we are talking about eyeshadow. So my eyeshadow, this is my go-to look, what I'm wearing right now, and this is what I demonstrated in the video. I basically have one technique that I tell people to do if they're confused about eyeshadow. It requires 2 brushes, it requires 3 shades of shadow, really you could use 2 even, and you will have basically the perfect canvas to do something crazier if you want to, or to just look like polished and put together like this eye look is here today. So I want to show you the eyeshadow technique that I have. The first thing you're going to need is an eyeshadow primer. The one I use is the one that I've demonstrated here multiple times on my channel. That's because I love the product and I think it works really well, especially for the price. It's the Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer by Wet n Wild. You want to pat a small amount of this into your eyes until it starts to feel tacky. And I'll go from the lash line up to the brow because my eyeshadow usually is blended quite high. The second thing I'll do, I'll take a brow enhancer. This one is by Sephora and it's in matte light pink. It's a cream and it's in a pencil form. I'll dab a little bit in the inner corners of my eyes for extra brightness. And then line it across the bottom of my already done brows and blend and tap that out so that we just have a nice brow bone going on no matter how crazy the shadow gets. And then for the shadow technique, so you're going to need 2 brushes. One, you're going to need a fluffy brush, and the one I used is Morphe's M504, and you're going to use that brush to dip into the lighter of the 2 shades that you're going to use. I used 2 neutral shades. Those are typically what I use on a daily basis, so some of my favorite neutral shades come from Bobbi Brown. The first shade I used is Toast, and it is a single eyeshadow. I took some on the fluffy brush that I'm using, the M504, tapped it off, and then you're going to start to dab and press, swipe, dab and press, swipe across your eye and up towards the brow bone. This is going to be the base color to blend our slightly darker color into next. The shade's really important because it's going to help frame your eyes and give your eyes a really nice shaded look to them without looking too heavy. The next step is to take another brush, and this one's slightly smaller, slightly more tapered. This is the Morphe M330, again really inexpensive and a great quality brush. And you're going to dip that into a darker shade of shadow. I also used Bobbi Brown's Camel for this. This is a really great neutral eyeshadow that's going to bring a tiny bit more depth to my eye look. Take that shadow and put it on the outer corner of your eye and blend it slightly into the crease. This helps to keep the eye looking proportional, and most people are going to find that their eye looks really nice when it's done this way. I think it's important at this point to take the fluffy brush again with a little bit of the lighter color and just blend through that darker color so that you're making sure that you have everything looking perfect and fabulous and you're ready to go for the next step. You'll then take your smaller brush one last time and dip it into the darker of the 2 colors and run that under your lash line. Now, some people don't like to have eyeshadow under their lash line. That's totally fine if you want to skip this step. I like to do it because I feel like it opens your eyes and it makes them look a little bit more smoldering, a little bit sexier, just a little bit more playful of a look. The final step is one that is completely optional. Some days I do it, sometimes I don't. I just basically use this as a mood eyeshadow, so if I want to do it, I will. If I don't, I won't. And this is Midnight Cowboy eyeshadow by Urban Decay. You'll see on the swatch it's got some shimmer in it, so it looks really pretty over top of the eyeshadow on the eye. And I'll take it just on my finger and tap it on top of the actual eyelid, so going no further than the crease because you want to keep this concentrated and you want to make sure that the shimmer is just on the lid for a more day-to-day look. And then you'll take a little bit and also put it into the inner corner of the eye. Alright, there are my tips for eyeshadow. Do try it out. I know eyeshadow can look very daunting and it can get very complicated, but these steps really make it almost impossible to mess up eyeshadow. You need a couple brushes, you need a couple colors, and you just need a good primer. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing. I have a ton more videos like this, and I'll link the playlist so you can watch the rest of the Back to Basics, and there's more coming. Thanks. Bye.